See Standard 12th Max, Chapter 1, Applications of Matrices and Determinants, Exercise 1.5, Question number 1, the first division. Solve the system of linear equation by Gaussian elimination method. So, 3 equations are given. You have to solve this equation. So, you have to make the elementary transformations. Already we have seen this. And also, so first find the augmented matrix here. Augmented matrix. See, write the coefficients of this equation. First equation, the x coefficient is 2 minus y coefficient 3. Second equation 1, 2 minus 1. Third equation 3 minus 1, 2. So x coefficient of x, coefficient of y, coefficient of z. And the constant terms here 2, 3, 1. So this matrix which has only the coefficient is A and the constant is B. So we represent this as matrix AB. This matrix is called the augmented matrix. Here I am going to convert this matrix A as in the row echelon form method. Row echelon matrix. Row echelon matrix. See, in the row echelon matrix, we have always the first entry as 1, and below this entry, the column entries are 0, and in the third row, first entry is 1, second row, first entry is 0, in the third row, 2 entries should be equal to 0. So, this is the triangular form here. So, we can have any other constant in the other entry. So, I am going to bring this matrix A in this form. So, let me take the first matrix, A matrix here. So, the first entry row, first entry should be 1. But here in the first row, the first entry is 2. You look at the other rows. See, in the second row, I have the entry 1. So, in that case, I make the interchange as I take R2 in the position of R1. So, R1 comes in the position of R2. First transformation, elementary transformation is, we write R2 as R1. 1, 2 minus 1, 3. And R1 is 2 minus 2, 3, 2. Write the third one as it is 3 minus 1, 2, 1. So this is, you put the bar A matrix and B matrix. Okay. The next step, the second row, first entry should be 0. So in the second row, first entry is 2. I have to make it as 0. So in that case, you write the first one as it is. Hereafter, you should not touch the first matrix. 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Here this 2 must become 0. I compare it with R1. So when I make this 1 as 2, that is multiply 1 by 2. 1 2s are 2. And subtract it from R2. 2 minus 2 is 0. What I do, I multiply R1 by 2 and subtract it from R2. So that is our new R2 row. So therefore, 2 minus 1 2s are 2 is 0. Minus 2, 2 minus 4, that is minus 6. 3 minus 2 minus 1, that is plus 2. So plus 5. Then 2 minus 2, 3 minus 6. 2 minus 6 is here minus 4. So this is your new second row. Then see that The third row also, first entry should be 0. That is, in the third row we have 3. I have to make this 3 as 0. Again you compare it with R1. So this 1 must become 3. So I multiply it by 3. So I multiply the first row again by 3 and subtract it from R3. So R3 minus 3R1. So that is our new row R3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Then minus 1. R3 is here minus 1. Minus 1. 3 2s are 6. Minus 6 is minus 7. Then R3 is 2 here. 2 minus 3 minus 1 plus 4, that is 6. Then this is minus 4, 2 minus 6, See, here I make small mistake here. See, R3 is here 2. R3 is 2 minus 3. So this is plus minus 1 minus 1 plus 3. That is, you will get 5. You will get 5. Then R3 here is 1. 1. And then this is 3. So 3 minus 3 is minus 9. Minus 9. So you will get minus 8. So this is your A matrix and B matrix. Okay. So we got 1 and below this entry 0, 0. And one more step you have to do. In the third row, second entry should be 0. That is, I have to make this minus 7 place as 0. And this is equivalent to the previous matrix. Again you find one more equivalent matrix. Don't touch the first row. 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 0, minus 6, 5, minus 4. Then come to the third row. This should be 0. This 7 you have to compare it with the R2 row. The first two previous step we compare it with R1. Now this one you compare it with R2. So this is minus 6, then minus 7. So both the elements should be equal. You make it as equal. When you add, you have to get 0. So when they become equal, I multiply this 6 by 7. 6 7s are 42. Then 7 by 6. 7 6 are 42. Then after adding or subtraction, you will get 0. So what I do here, I make the R3 transformation is R2 I multiply by 7. 7 R2. Then R3 I multiply it by 6. 6 R3. So you have to see whether you have to subtract or add. See, both are same sign. So in the subtraction only, they will get the sign change and become 0. So I subtract here. Minus 6. Okay. So first entry just write 0. Second one, see, 7 R2 minus 42 minus 6, that is plus 6. 42 plus 42, you are getting 0. Okay. Next is R2. 7 R2. 7 R2 is here 5. 7 5s are 35. Minus 6 into 5, that is minus 30. So 35 minus 30 is 5 here. Then multiply this R2. R2 is here minus 4. So minus 28. Minus 6. Minus 6 into minus 8 is plus 48. So you will get here 20. Okay. So this is the form of here. The Euclidean form. 1 0 2 zeros. So this is your A matrix and this is your B matrix. Now let us find the values of x, y, z. First row here, second row, third row. Let me take the third row first. X coefficient, y coefficient, z coefficient. Here x coefficient is 0, y coefficient is 0, z coefficient is 5. So 5z is equal to 20. So z is equal to 20 by 5. That is equal to 4. Take the second equation. X coefficient is 0, y coefficient is minus 6y plus 5z is equal to minus 4. Substitute z as 4, minus 6y plus 5 into 4 equal to minus 4. Minus 6y minus 4, 5 4s are 20, take it to the other side, minus 20. Minus 6y equal to minus 24. So y is equal to minus 24 by minus 6, that is 4. Y value is also 4. Take the first row, x1x plus 2y minus z equal to 3. 1x plus 2y minus z is equal to 3. Substitute the values. X keep as it is. 2 into 4 minus 4 is equal to 3. So x plus 2 4s are 8 minus 4 is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3. 8 minus 4 is plus 4. So when it goes to the other side, it is minus 4. So x equal to minus 1. So the value of x is minus 1 and value of y is 4 and the value of z is also 4. So this is the answer. See, only step you have to follow is you have to bring this augmented matrix in the form 1, 0, 2, 0. First step to make it as 1 by interchanging the rows, and second step you have second row first entry 0, third row first entry 0. That you have to do in a single matrix. And then the third matrix step is third row second entry 0. Only 3 steps you have to do and then find the value. Very easy for you. Thank you.